Hello, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. We are back and ready to rumble. Got a cup full of tea. I've got a cat in my lap. I've got workers on the roof outside my window. It's a good start. So I live on the second floor, and our building is kind of odd because it's not like a giant cube. The second and third floors extend higher than the first, and there's like businesses and stuff on the back side of the building. So people walking around on the roof directly outside my window is not that uncommon. It did bother my cat a little. When she noticed the worker she didn't recognize, she growled. Which is weird because she loves people. Okay, so why not? Give me my blood veil or give me death. Pretty sure we're actually gonna have plenty of death though. There we go. Okay, so Isis worked well enough. We need this. We need this. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Well, we're gonna have to choose between our weapon and blood veil again. Dark Knight sucks so much. I don't have any stat passives, do I? No. Welp. That's not gonna be useful until we can actually get, that's not gonna help until we can actually get Elemental Wall. And we don't get Elemental Wall until after this boss. We might just have to stick with Isis. Let's see. This requires willpower of B and a moderately reasonable strength of C. Willpower of B. Yikes. Not enough strength. There we go. We could use Hunter. Hunter's got a lot of Ichor. Strength again. Oh my god, we've got Hunter or Isis. Those are the only blood codes available to us. Oh dear god. Well, I think it's about time to go buy some fire tonics. Man, that's incredibly lame. I desperately need to find a new blood code, and pronto. That's, yeah. It's not grand. If we can just make it, we don't really have to go that far. I am slightly worried, though, because I do not know the stats for the Noble Silver Blood Veil. And, of course, there's also the option of ending up getting a sunset weapon from the little jerks around here. But with a whole pile of fire tonics, we should be fine. I think I bought a good amount, but I don't know exactly how much. We don't have any presents. Hey, Coco. Alright. We're gonna buy as many as we can. That is 100% overkill. We'll just double what we have in storage instead. Is there anything else that I really, really want? Don't have elemental cartridges, unfortunately. We'll hold off for now. Alright, yeah, see you later, Coco. Okay, So then, this is going to be a larger problem than I thought. I'm sure it'll be fine, though. Ooh. I am worried about losing my haze, though. Especially if we lose it to the blue dude over by the Noble Silver Veil. Yeah. Oh, well, I think I might be pointlessly worrying. Or very accurately worrying. I can't tell. Let's just get in there. Alright, we already looted that thing. Surprise, you can walk between those. Yeah, it's decent damage. Hooray. That would actually be that would be pretty handy, honestly. I think I will upgrade a Blood Veil, whichever one I end up with, and transform it to fire. Because Emily does a lot of fire damage. I didn't see this particular item, but I know I'm going to want it if we have to upgrade different Blood Veils. Hey Arthur, welcome, welcome! Would you happen to be a friend that I met on Xbox Live? Screen name is a bit different. More Queen Steel. Delicious. This is where it starts getting unpleasant. If this guy drops a Sunset Sword, I'm going to be very upset. Alright, no, we're good. Let's get rid of this guy. Tonic is worn off. We need to heal. Go ahead and polish off this guy. Didn't see anything if he dropped it. Hey, yep. I had a feeling. Welcome, welcome. So the rules for this challenge is I can only use weapons I see. If I find a new weapon, I have to pick it up and equip it. If the same goes for Blood Veil as well. If there's a shiny on the ground, I have to loot it. And oh dang. It's pretty minor loot I wasn't too very worried about. But this is actually a good demonstration. If I find a haze item, I have to immediately use it, which raises the stakes a little bit if I die. In addition to all of the item rules, there's also a native blood code. I can't master a gift and use it on a different blood code. So that's why we're using a lightning blood code in a fire area. Not exactly ideal. But on the whole, it should be fine. We've got plenty of blood barrier tonics, and we can always transform the Veil to a fire version, which will further reduce fire damage. It's not perfect, but it works. Yeah, get closer. He just parried a lightning orb. I've never seen that before. I'll have to keep that in mind. Oh! Yeah, when you play this game enough, you learn all of their patterns. So it's not really crushing them as it is Another Day in Paradise, I guess. Vampire Paradise. Or Gangster Paradise, one of those two. I was actually a little bit worried there that something terrible had happened because you I haven't spoke to you in a while. Get out of here, dude. Oh, right, forgot about him. It would be real bad if we end up with a Sunset Bayonet now. We're gonna leave him be because we still have a blue dude to kill. Ah, you son of a. The only reason why it looks easy is because I've died horribly in all the different ways so far. Not all of the ways, period, but in many, many, many different ways. Alright, well this is going to be not great. We did activate the shortcut, right? Sure. I'm about 80% sure we did. We need to grab this thing, because that will boost our healing capacity. And then we will probably double back to the checkpoint to refill our heals. Alright. Oh! 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 We're gonna die. Wait, I'm using a Claw Blood Veil. I could have just parried him. Tasty. Yeah, let's not bother. Oh! We're just gonna head back to the checkpoint. I hope I can tank the fire damage. I probably should have gone the other way if I'm honest. Oh well, whatever. Oh. We are going to be going for good/true ending. Oh boy. Oh, I didn't activate it? Oh god. Oh, I'm a fool. I am the fooliest fool. Well. I didn't want to have to use a regen inducer. We're going to go the long way around just so that I don't have to eat a bunch of fire damage. And that change in audio quality is the holy shit, you're gonna die warning. I turned off the graphical things that happen when you go to low life, because if I'm honest, it happens really frequently. Getting horribly messed up is just kind of, oh boy, how I play this game. No, 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 no. You don't see me. You do not see me. Alright, we're good. I was worried he's gonna shoot me in the butt when I tried to climb that ladder. Okay, shortcut is activated. Now we can return back to the checkpoint. Actually, from this point on, we could just die and it wouldn't make that big of a difference. The haze we would be able to pick up whenever we return to where we were. I also like to uncover the map whenever I go through these. It is not 100% useful because I know where I'm going. But just on the off chance people are having difficulties with uncovering the map, especially in the cathedral. Plus, if I ever come back and play the game on New Game Plus with the same character... Oh, I can't believe he got me with that. If I ever come back and play the character again on New Game Plus, all the maps will be uncovered. I won't need to go do it again. Or figure out which one I missed. I actually kind of like fighting those reindeer dudes. They don't drop weapons. Cinco de Mayo. Oh yeah, that's right, it is Cinco de Mayo. I had a friend in high school. Whenever the 5th of May rolled around, his family would have mayonnaise tacos. I don't even. He could have been lying, but he didn't seem like the sort that would. We're going to skip over Blue Dude and all of those goodies down there. I will pick them up, but it's just more efficient to go this way first. Yeah, he sees me. He's not pleased. But we're too far away for him to do anything. Please fight me over here. It hurts a lot in there. This is risky. Our tonic is also wearing off. Please no Sunset Sword. Please no Sunset Sword. Actually, no. I'll be quiet. Because I know the game's listening. Okay, whew. Sunset Sword is one of the lowest damage great swords in the entire game. It is very lightweight, which is nice, but weight isn't a huge priority for me. I can be fat and slow, it doesn't matter. Ooh. Oh, this is not good for my heart. The anxiety of killing these guys that have a possibility of dropping their weapon. Yeah, it's not doing me any favors. There's a guy behind me with a hammer, but I don't really care too much. If I was a big drinker, I imagine I'd be more excited about St. Patrick's Day and Cinco de Mayo and stuff like that. I was trying to think of how to say I would have to get beer in a really poor Spanish accent, but I don't even know the right grammar. Tengo cervezas. Closest I can come up with. Which is an absolute lie because I have no beer. Grab all this stuff. That still is a lot of damage. Alright, we're good. Oh, no. Just kidding. We're not... Oh dear. Stop the burning! Our athlete's foot. So I was absolutely wrong. The same problems that occur on these special terrains during pre- and post-patch are still around. You can at least be fast and buff. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yay, new blood veil. Can we use it? Mind of B. That's not much better. Yeah, still can't use it with whatever the hell that one is. I also believe we have reduced whatever. Yeah, come over here, buddy. You know, we have spells. Let's just nuke him. It's not the most effective damage, but it'll work well enough. Not having access to Blood Sacrifice kind of sucks, because we can only nuke him so much. Can I get him around the corner? No, I can't see him quite well enough. You know what, this is actually kind of okay, because fighting him over here, while it is narrower, not at risk of walking in lava stuff. We're going to hit him with the second one and probably kill him. Yep. Yeah, he's very dead. There we go. We got us a nice blood veil. Still normal mobility, because Noble Silver is one of the lightest veils in the game. Okay, so we can put a big old check mark on that section. Back to the jerk who was shooting at us as we were climbing the ladder. No, not that way. Wait, it was that way. I'm dumb. Yeah, I can see the path now. Now, do we fight or do we just book it? That is the question. We're gonna fight. I'm gonna need the haze for more consumable items. Who am I kidding? Oh! Poopy. Yeah, we're very dead. Okay. That had a lot more range than I thought it did. And of course, getting shot in the back of the head didn't help either. You know, I think that area is designed specifically so that you'd stay in the not fiery part and be in perfect range for the dude with the bayonet. Just die, please. We'll probably be using Isis whenever we fight the final boss, though. But again, since I am not mastering blood codes and putting them... Oh, you know what? Let's not fight those guys. Change plans. We're just going to take the shortcut. What I was saying is that since I'm not going to be swapping out around blood codes, Isis is going to probably be my best bet. It's got good mobility, in addition to having spells that he's weak against. I'm nervous about this. Dude could come around the corner any second and shoot me. Oh. A little bit overkill, but that's fine. Useful item back around here. Ooh boy. And cutscene time. Skip all this. This cutscene is actually really terrible. It's terrible because if you have any buffs active, it will deactivate them if you're the host. It's even more problematic if you're the summon, because you can't recast a buff until it's done with its cooldown, which also includes waiting for the buff to run out. So yeah, it's just all bad all the time. These guys are a huge pain. He's gonna get the nuclear option. Oh, backstab him when he does this. Or stagger him, that works too. He actually has relatively high stagger resistance compared to all the other enemies his size. So going for... we're dead. Bye. Going for, like, trying to reliably stagger him is not that easy. That's unfortunate. It is relatively easy to get back to him. I'm gonna try to grab a few more backstabs on the way. I want it to be cool. Feel my wrath. I did just remember I wanted to do a few extra critical attacks. really don't hope we die horribly on the way to retrieve our haze. Wait, where am I going? The correct way is where I was going. I'm so disoriented. I swear that guy fried my brain. Thankfully, my sweet Pompadour is still alive and kicking, as Pompadours usually do. We should kill this guy first. We can wound him at least. And they will try to huddle over here. Just let me... Oopsies. Please no. I know Bayonet Dude's coming up soon. Just die, please. Nope, 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 nope. Don't care, I don't want to fight him on the fire. Especially with no buff active. Okay. Outstanding. Let's get back in there. Well, that sucks. I kind of wasted that spell. Just like weapon hits. Oh boy. Just like weapon hits. Spells will pass through enemies if they're in the middle of a critical animation. We'll hit him with one of these. Not sure how useful it'll be. Not a fan of that attack. Stop it. Go get some help. I bonked him into my spell. There was absolutely no reason to kill him, by the way. Because you could just walk past the barrier. No reason. It was a pointless death. Let's go get some coffee beans. They're not the greatest trading item. I think the most they ever trade for is 3. But, you know, coffee. It's delicious. I have a bit of a weak stomach, so it bothers mine whenever I drink it. But it is still delicious. Somebody spilled coffee in the lobby of my apartment building, by the way. But it was cleaned up by the time I fell asleep, so... We just have a savory smelling lobby. Gonna rest here. Giving up a little bit of Ichor. But I want to have full healing capacity. How many of these do I have left? Because I've been burning through them like crazy. Yeah, we're gonna have to restock before fighting Emily. Have at thee. Hey, we're the monkeys. Oh god. It's been a while since I've made that correct. Still got plenty of flame tonics, so let's just get the hell out of here. Hello, sir. Would you like to donate some Ichor? You didn't have a choice. Alright then. I can see an item on the minimap, but we won't have a chance to pick it up just quite yet. There is a very, very, very important item I must avoid. I cannot look at it. I can't even... Oh, I saw a thing up there. I have to be very, 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 very cautious. It is the burned Warhammer. If I'm forced to use a burned Warhammer when fighting Emily, that's just going to be a fresh new hell. Using a fire weapon against a fire boss is a very, very, very bad idea. So I am nervous about that. If I even see the chest containing the burned Warhammer, I'm absolutely screwed. This is much worse than the Rubelite Piercer. Like, I had originally planned on avoiding grabbing the Rubelite Piercer, but it turned out to not make that big of a difference. Burned Warhammer, on the other hand, yeah, that's not good at all. But before any of that, we got to deal with sea urchins. They're not too bad if you can just cast at them. Oh, they really don't like my sword. This should just kill him outright. Or not. I don't feel like dealing with him. Come on. Got it. There's another item on the minimap. Oh, yay, more worthless awake modules. Wake up this guy. We're going to take this a little bit slower. I should just avoid him altogether. Ooh. Okay, you're on a conference call. Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. Honestly, this is kind of how I operate anyways. Talking all, oh god. Just filling it with advice. Some of it useful, some of it not. A Lost Axe would not be terrible. It's a little slow and a little, but it's actually not that bad in terms of weight. We're gonna pause for a second and chomp down on another one of these. I think I could have just activated it early with no real repercussions. Our first of 2 titaniums. Oh. Savior monkey. You know what, we're gonna kill this guy first. Thankfully, these monkeys can't drop weapons. Delicious. We'll be honest, by the way. If I see an item, I'll pick it up. If I don't see the item, then no big deal. Like, for example, I knew this one was here a while ago, but I didn't technically see it. Okay, we are not going to go any further. Not going to look up there at all. We'll go after that place after going through here, so that I have a checkpoint nearby in case I die horribly, which is a very likely possibility. Please don't be a Sunset Bayonet. Okay. Oh wow, they dropped 3 10s here? I didn't know that. Again, we're going to wait and fire up a fire tonic so that this guy doesn't absolutely wreck me. Lead off the fight with something strong. This arena is deceptively dangerous. If you go too far towards that doorway, you will get swamped by baddies, which is not great. And they're some of the more annoying ones to fight. It's the sea urchins. I should probably heal now so he doesn't kill me. I'm close enough to a checkpoint I can risk it. I'm not really going to run out of healing, hopefully. Let's hit him with another, little normal one of those. Get in there. I do not want him to lay down that patch of fire. It gets very nasty. We'll electrocute him. Agent J, use Thunderbolt. He's very dead now. And now comes one of my favorite parts. We've got a nice long weapon. Bonk. Alright, it's dead. I can reach this one too. Haha. You saps. This is White Vestment. We're heavy AF. But, on the bright side, it's a quick parrying one at least. Oh man. Alright, well we gotta go get that thing. That shiny item close by. I need to be really careful with my camera. Because if I see that chest with the burned warhammer, I'm gonna have to run all the way to go get it. So we're gonna point the camera down as much as possible. I'm not gonna really bother using a tonic here. I didn't see nothing. I'm not using a tonic here because there's not a lot of fire that's dangerous. There's a second titanium. Will be quite useful. No, he did this delayed attack. If I could get a black halberd, that would be kind of nice too. The combo weak attack is a powerful thrust that knocks enemies down. Look, dude. This weapon's not exactly effective against him because he's got decent blood resistance. Alright, cool. That should be all 5 vestige cores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Awesome. Let's go get our shiny we neglected over here. It is a useless queen steel. Everything's dead, so don't really have to be too concerned. But we are not going to look at that chest. That would be very bad indeed. Alright, cool. Oh, right. I was a little too enthusiastic. So White Vestment, it's real heavy. But it could be worse, I guess. Let's teleport back to home base. Fat rolling Emily is not going to be great. We'll restock on our tonics. Probably level up a bit more as well. I guess if I did end up seeing the burned warhammer, I could just head to the depths. It is a +6 weapon, and there is a fortified heavy axe in the very first depths map. So it wouldn't be like a complete catastrophe. I could just dive into the depths. Then again, I would likely end up getting like a lost bayonet or a lost broadsword, and I'd just be in a worse situation. No, I think this is okay. Alright, so, whoopsies. Not that. Yes, this. Boom! Look at that fire resistance. Yeah, I think we're done here. We'll buy a few more tonics. Tonics, that's right. That'll do it. I've got a lot of haze, actually. 200k. Nice. The best level. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty nervous about this fight. Pretty nervous indeed. With slow mobility, Emily can be a bit of a problem. Um, with, but we do have a quick parrying Blood Veil, so we can always just get a little bit of extra stuff off of her. Let's see if we can finally use Dark Knight. Yeah, C+, that's actually not too bad. I hate Dark Knight so much. No. No, not enough mind, just barely. The blood damage would be really nice, too, since this thing has built-in blood damage already. Lame. So very lame. So we're going to skip talking to the attendant, because we do not need to. We've collected all the vestige cores, which will allow us to repair her memories. All the same. Here we go. We're a fat caster. This is gonna be great. Bosso Vision. Apparently she suffers from eye strain. She's got special blue blocking lenses. You parry the second hit, assuming you don't get hit by it. Don't know about parrying that. I don't think you can. Flawless. Ooh, I'm getting demolished here. She didn't do a follow-up. That's fine. Knock her down. Give myself a chance to heal. Hit her with the big guns. I actually really like the boss music here. I always dodged that wrong. Oh, ooh. She's real mean. She's not letting me parry her. She heard what I was planning. Oh, right. Now. That's fine, I guess. Couldn't get it out in time. Outstanding. Get her with all the beams. She has damage reduction during that part. Ooh, I can't believe I dodged that. Oh yeah, the music changes into sad stuff now. Forgot that happened. Carefully, carefully, carefully. Twice in a row. Now that's some damage. Just gonna block that. I can feel my luck was a little too good. Almost got her. She's dead. That's a very dead cat girl. You know, I was thoroughly dreading that boss. I thought it was going to be a horrible nightmare. But transforming my blood veil to fire shortly before was what really, really helped out. It was quite crucial. Having fire tonics were also very nice, obviously. I believe we can just skip this. Yeah. No need to watch the cutscenes. Hip hip hooray. Now we go to Crown of Sand. Crown of Sand is not great because the slowdown glitch is still there, which blows. I still have a whole pile of um, Vivifiers, so it's not that big of a deal. But blood damage is not great in this area. I'm trying to think if there's any weapons. There's just really enemy drops, and that's it. There's not a whole lot here. There's a lot of valuables, though. Antique LP records, bottled jam, board game. There's a lot of, like, there's just a lot of valuables, but not a lot of incredibly useful stuff. I should have stocked up on weak cures. I think I might have already. But yeah, Crown of Sand can get a little dicey. Yay, we got Skatash. Skathash. Poop shoot. Now we have Elemental Wall. Whenever we go back to talk to Io. Did I grab the Vestige Core outside of Nikola's boss arena? Skatash. Yeah, I guess it did. No, wait. I'm looking for Eos. I only have part B. Where is it? I can't really see the little tiny parts, but yeah, apparently we don't have it. Let's go grab it. We're having to go to this area anyways. So yeah, there's that. Was there anything else I wanted? I could transform my blood veil back to normal. Not like it would really help out a whole lot. Could swap to the Eos blood code, if I'm honest. It has a good mind. And good strength, if I'm not mistaken. I wonder if I could use Survivor. Let's have a look-see. Survivor. Okay, that's fine. I can use Survivor. Good. Outstanding. Let's purchase up the stuff from Survivor we actually want. Nikola, you look awesome. That'll be handy. This will be handy. Stamina cost of guarding is not really that important. Lifesteal is very, very nice, however. Cool. Here we go. Now, blood damage is... I really want a new weapon now. I did the thing. I I killed the monster. I need a new weapon. One that isn't horrible. I have lost all my ranged options, though, by swapping to Survivor. Survivor is not great for that. That on there. Valiant Heart. That was the other useful thing I had. Do Vitality, Leak, and Lifesteal. Might as well slap him in there. I ain't never getting leaked now. Get out of here. There's also Treasure Tracker, but Treasure Tracker is very useful. I've got a very, very good idea of where all the loot is in this game, so no worries. Not that big of a deal. I can make that right. Yep. Whee. Fall damage, I don't care. Get your fall damage out of here. Just no. Let's see. I do have a plan for the final area, though. It would all really depend on what Blood Veil we end up with. Because that could make or break the Skull King fight. Because if we're fat and slow, that's just terrible. Oh! Suicide Spur is in this area. We will be able to swap out Blood Veils. Okay. We're still real fat. Calm down there, little fella. These guys do have a chance to drop their little broadswords and Bardishes as well. So yeah. Obviously the unarmed ones can't drop their hands. That would be kind of a cool weapon, though. I don't know if I'm actually going to try to fight this guy. He's likely, very likely going to kill me. Knock him down. Grab Vestige Core. He caught up with me. We'll try to fight him. Then with a double one of those. Oh boy. I really hate fighting this guy. He's about as bad as the Sonic the Hedgehog enemies. Only this jerk can completely drain your Ichor. With that attack, he's charging up a big dust cloud that blocks spells and drains your Ichor ridiculously fast. And his attacks can inflict stun. And there's no way you can get away from them. I'm gonna drop him with backstab, heal up, and pray for the best. I don't think so. Of course, now, if he doesn't get an opportunity to fire up his cloud, It's nothing to worry about. He's very dead now. Outstanding. Oh, right. Well, when we go for this, dude will come after us. Not dreadfully useful item. I might end up using it for Ava. Honestly, though, I'm thinking about weapons. I really don't believe that there is another weapon we can pick up here. I don't think there's a chest we can loot to get a new weapon. Bloodveil, yes. It is a nightmare to get to, but we can at least grab that. Oh, I also forgot about the spotless instrument. That's, Oh, what? I'm gonna die here. In the list of valuable gifts, trading items, there's also a spotless instrument. It's also not 100% excellent. There's, like, I believe the most it'll ever trade for is 3. Delicious titanium. Stop that. Alright, you've had enough fun. Time for you to die. I think Suicide Spear also has very high stat requirements. And I know Survivor is not great for willpower. I just don't remember what the stats are for Suicide Spear. If we do end up having to fight Ava with this weapon, it could be worse. We could be trying to kill her with a Sunset Halberd. We'll go ahead and activate this here. There's a dude up there who drops down, but I don't really have ranged options to aggro him early. Too slow. I wanted to parry him, so all the cool kids will accept me and I can eat at their lunch table. Alas, I'm not cool at all. I have to sit by myself. Whatever. Again, we don't really have a good way. No, I guess that works. I was bemoaning my ranged options way too early. Oh, he just powered through it. That's okay. All right. Oh yeah. You could parry that drop kick. That Hagar from Streets of Rage flying drop kick. It is parryable. Most everything he does is parryable, but predicting it is a whole nother matter. I feel like a cigarette. We'll be right back. Come on, little girl. You gotta get up now. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna get myself some tea, actually. Right. So, we died horribly to a kung fu man. I should be careful. We're gonna just let him do his thing there. There we go. That's an attack we can parry easily. He's dead. You know, these guys dropping their weapons wouldn't be too bad either. Bardiche would be nice. He'll always turn to face you for the third hit of that combo. So you just wait. Parrying these guys is a huge pain, though. That attack, specifically, hits twice. First on the slam, and then the little shockwave also damages you. So trying to parry the axe jerks, kind of a problem. Come on. Of course, these guys' attacks do inflict leak. Not that it's a huge problem. Alright, this guy again. Got him. I was missed? Aw, thanks. I was just taking a usual smoke break. Oh. I was in the middle of saying easily parry. He was not easily parried. Hey, we got a Bardiche. Just what I wanted for Christmas. Oh, wait, no, we have to go with the baby one. That was a rule I had decided on. Backstabbing this guy is slightly dangerous. The spot of sand directly behind me can and will slow you down. How many materials do I have? I've got a decent amount. I could probably upgrade my Bardiche a bit. Yeah, we're gonna ignore that guy for now. And collect the Vestige Core that's up here. I'm still slow. This Blood Veil is so heavy. Hopefully with Suicide Spur, though, should be a little bit easier to deal with. Alright, that's fine. I hate the sand. Go ahead and activate Valiant Heart. This guy can be slightly annoying. Have a seat. We could drop down to the area behind us, but I think there's only a Awake 310 module down there, so it's not super duper useful. Same trick I always use. Backflip off the edge and then land on his head. It works better if you have a better mobility. Could have parried that attack, but no, let's just chop him to bits. I want to throw a knife at this guy so that the suicide bomber doesn't interrupt. Now we deal with this guy. nice. Can ignore those fellas. Should we? We'll make it to the next checkpoint, and then we'll upgrade our weapon again. I don't mind having a Bardiche. I kind of like this weapon. It hopefully is still light enough. The Lost Bardiche is sort of heavy. It's at 50, which is, you know, not great. There's that thing that we're gonna go grab. Ow. You know what, knocking him down there would actually be a bad idea. Let's continue fighting him up here. Wait for him to stand up and then hit him with a second launch attack. Beautiful. Die now. We'll polish off this guy too so that we can make a quick escape from the shiny Grimers down in the pit below. Chop him up, go for a backstab. Oh yeah. Hooray. You know what? The Harmonia Chrome might not be a bad idea. It would increase our inhibit resistance. So fighting Mido might be a little bit easier. Oh wow, I've collected a lot of haze. I didn't even realize. Was not paying attention. That's fine. Charge booster is questionably useful. I've got a bit of a kooky idea. After we upgrade our weapon, I could swap to a different blood code that would give me better chances of surviving the boulder bug around the corner here. I'm going to feel really stupid if I upgrade my weapon and then immediately get a lost bayonet from one of the jerks around the corner. That would be unfortunate. But I'm torn, if I'm honest. I really am not sure. I mean, I've got the haze. I could just upgrade my the other weapon whenever I get to the boss. But there's an enemy a bit further on that I really want to have an upgraded weapon for. It's another Crusty Bug. Crusty Bugman. Right, before we upgrade our weapon, we're going to need a few more materials. Yep. I need 3 of those. I got plenty of those. Yeah. Oh, right. Upgrading weapon. There we go. That's another Bardiche that's going to be +6. So I've got 2 of them now. But that's fine. So if I swap to Ranger, we should have access to the Shifting Hollow active skill. It's good for getting through this leak sand because the Shifting Hollow is only 1. It's got a really short cooldown. Rather, I should say it only costs 1 Ichor. It's got a really short cooldown, and while you're teleporting, you don't really lose Ichor. I mean, it's hard to tell because you're losing Ichor from casting it, but getting out of the way and getting out of the sand is a lot better, in my opinion. We'll see, though. We'll see. I'm more worried about the blood veil, because if I can't wear the blood veil... Yeah, I was afraid of that. Alright, well, looks like we're sticking with Survivor then. Lame. We just lost a lot of Ichor too. Oh well, whatever. There is Harmonia Chrome at the bottom of this hill. I'm not interested in it. We'll wait for him to belch his rock down the hill. And then we'll go over here. Hello, kind sir. Allow me to introduce you to my sleeve puppies. You know, now that I've said those words, sleeve puppies kind of sounds like a euphemism for something dirty. I am pleased with all this titanium we're getting, though. Wait for him to raise his weapon, and then go for a roll. Easy. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! In the back of my mind, I knew that was going to happen. Well, we at least have normal mobility now. Damn it, game. Alright, well. Takes 2 hits to stagger this guy with a bayonet. I'm quite annoyed how that worked. Man, this is why we can't have nice things. Stupid, stupid, arbitrary rules. I can't shoot him from here. I have to get on the leak sand. That's fine. Ooh, he got me with that. Well, since our weapon is not upgraded, we're gonna have to stick with the regular critical attacks. Swing at this guy, he falls. Any hit will knock those guys off. Hey, I buried it! Yes! Yes, indeed. Alright then. Loop around this way. And we will... Oh! Oh, hello. Please no. I just wanted one thing. I wanted to open up the shortcut, please. Let's get the hell out of here. Yep. Yep. That's not great. Well, we're going to get a very, very shocking surprise when we go back up the elevator. Although, if I know what's happening, it's not really a surprise, is it? Whee! I think I am going to go ahead and rest at this checkpoint, just so that it'll set the spawn. I'll lose out on a little bit of Ichor, but that's fine. Did I use my items? Yeah, I did. Okay. The health boosting items. Regen boosters? Yeah, it's a little more accurate. Right then. Up we go. This is an old Dark Souls trick. Wait for the elevator to reach the top. Wait for the button to come up. And then you sprint out of the elevator, and it sends it back down to its original position. See you later. That way, if I die horribly, the elevator will already be in position to take me back here. Falling down elevator shafts is a classic Souls death, and it's happened to me enough times to know to avoid it. Before fighting that guy, we're going to go over this way. This might look like a little bit of a cluster... Oh, he's still alive. A cluster confusion. But by running around like that, you can avoid a lot of the damage. I think we're going to avoid that guy and just focus on this one. Alright. This dude really scares me. He can very quickly kill you at really any level. That Electro Blast does a lot of damage. His swings do a lot of damage. He just does a lot of damage. He's pretty beefy too. He's kind of difficult to stagger. And he's got a lot of HP to boot. But now he's very dead, and that pleases me. There's an item over here. I can't remember what it is though. I think it might just be an awake module. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Ow! Stop it. Oh, we need to go get the suicide spur. Fortunately, these guys have got terrible balance, so you can just wail on them. And they're really easy to stun lock. Shiny Grimer is not the best Pokemon. I'd like to fight you in a place that's not leak sand. I'm doing it poorly, though. Alright, well. There's 2 items I can see that I need to grab. There's another one around the corner to the right that's just an awake module. I really hope I can kill this guy without problems. I saw the chest, too. We're going to play a little bit of Metal Gear Solid, then. There's a dude that's going to drop on my head here. But I'm pretty sure I can get away. Quickly, quickly. Quickly. Alright, good. We looted everything and it didn't even have to fight Krusty Bugman. Oh, that's a problem. I was quite afraid of that. Oh, we got a dude shooting at us, too. That's such pitiful damage. Oh, this is not good. Let's get rid of the turret. Oh, man, I was trying to avoid that item, too. This is quickly getting out of hand. We'll drop him and start swinging. And get out of there. Ah, son of a... He got me. Again... I have no leak resistance, so every hit is going to leak me. I was expecting that to kill him, forgot. My blood veil does nothing. Oh dear. Right then, so what options do we have? I know this has a very high will requirement, right? Yeah, willpower of D. I mean, a willpower of B. Well, puts us back with Hunter. Hunter or Isis again. You know, we've got a bayonet. Maybe we should go with Hunter. I only have one spell, though. Yeah. Oh, of course. I kind of forgot about this. Gotta grab it. Nope, I gotta equip my stamp. I kind of forgot to equip the other one. Not that it matters. Okay. Well... Not gonna lie, this could be going better. Got a base level bayonet. We've got a blood veil that's great for casting, but has very high requirements. I might be able to actually use Isis. This has got a very, very good dark gift scaling. I think that might actually be the better option. Both Isis and Hunter, oopsies. Both Isis and Hunter have really, really high I-core. Hey, and with Isis, we've got quick mobility. This is actually kind of okay. Easy way to get rid of this guy, run along the edge. He suicides. Right over the cliff. Goodbye, cruel world. Wow, this fills me with excitement. There's some titanium around the corner here. We're gonna grab it. It will usually do that instead of chasing you. So it's just a simple matter of whacking him until he dies. Oh. Oh, this is a bit of an issue. These guys are quite resistant to electricity. On account of, you know, shooting electricity and everything. I don't think so. We're going to try to rely on critical damage to do damage. Well, the critical damage to kill him. Considering how weak our bayonet is. I mean, look at this. Fully charged, 400 damage. I missed at point blank range. I think I was a little too early. Alright, but that's a really scary guy dead. Don't think so. Just book it through here. Chop this guy up. I really don't care about the I-core. Oh, shiny grammars. Oh, that's actually quite effective against them. Okay, so... You know, that's actually pretty good damage. That's not gonna reach. This will, though. I'm genuinely surprised with the amount of damage I was able to push out. No, you die. Man, I love Blast Belt. It's one of my favorite spells. Alright. Now, let's try to escape without being slowed down. I'll be damned! We made it all the way through here without without getting permanently stuck in slow mode. Well, there really isn't anything between me and the boss. And I don't feel like waiting on an elevator. So we'll just use one of these. We're practically at the boss right now, so it'd be wise to upgrade our weapon. I'm probably going to end up with something like a Black Saber or some other equally inconvenient weapon as soon as I get to Cryptspire. But for killing Ava, I think it's probably a smart idea to upgrade the weapon. As well as buy some leak removal stuff. I'm gonna need it. Well, I was so sad. I upgraded that Bardiche and immediately lost it. That's just how this run goes, though. I can't believe it was like the very next enemy. No. I take that back. I killed one guy with my Bardiche and then traded it in for the bayonet. Ah, this rule set is so dumb. It's fun, but it's so stupid. Okay, well, I'm gonna need to go buy another 7 Queen Iron from Coco. Hello again. How are we looking on leak removal? We don't have a whole lot, so let's upgrade that. That's probably overkill if I'm honest. But I've fought Ava with bayonets before. She's actually not too bad. Do we take it further? We could take it all the way up to +9. No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna end up with a more inconvenient weapon. I just feel it in my bones. Do we level up some more? We might as well go ahead and grab a few things from Hunter, just in case. Right then. First checkpoint. We'll just take the shortcut back to the boss. I am slightly worried, though, for Cryptspire. Not necessarily because the bosses are going to be a nightmare. They will be a nightmare, but I was fully anticipating that. The only Blood Veil at our disposal is the super heavy Silver Garb Blood Veil. It's got incredible defenses. However, it is stupidly heavy, which means Mito is going to be a gigantic issue, most likely. Blade Bearer and Cannoneer kind of going to be a problem, but that would really depend on the weapon I'm wielding. I also do not know the stats for Silver Garb. I don't use it very often because it's just so damn heavy. But until then, we've got quick mobility, we've got very powerful lightning spells, and we've got a bayonet. Like, we are the speed caster. We are Dark Mage. Hear my roar. Oh yeah, fun thing about Ivy Veils and elevators, they don't exactly work the way you'd expect. Get me out of here. Alright, I heard the doors shut. We're good? We're good. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and gain ourselves a little bit of extra Ichor for this fight. Nope. Get out of there. Get out of there. Woo! There we go. Use a combo drain, so don't have to worry about... You know what? I'm going to backstab this guy on second thought. This one's kind of weird. You have to stand, like, beside him to get the correct backstab. Oh, this is risky. Oh, I thought he was going to jump off the edge. Here we go. We got ourselves a good chunk of Ichor to play around with. I feel like Ava's going to die real fast. We are at quite a high level, so we should be able to face tank some of the more dangerous attacks. I do have quite a lot of leak vaccine as well, but we shouldn't really need it. Double check just to make sure we've got all the vestige cores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we good. Oh, dirt. Ran right past this thing. So once again, just like in Emily, we've collected all the vestige cores, and we don't need to actually repair them to, what do you call it? We don't actually need to repair the vestige cores in order to save the successor. The attendants are disabled in multiplayer, so yeah, there's really no point. And then a touching cutscene where we witness Jack having to kill another one of his friends. This is the reason why I believe Jack is actually a good tragic character. Lewis is just whiny. Jack actually has friends that have frenzied, and he has needed to kill them repeatedly. And rather than becoming some amoral monstrosity, he actually... Oh, no. I was afraid of that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, too late. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Whew. We're going to heal in between her spins. Generally speaking, you want to stay close to her. Yeah, that's not a lot of damage. Ow. Oh, this again? Alright, fine. 1, 2, 3. Not too late. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's bad. Ooh, that was so close. Would you stop that? 1, 2, 3. She knows I hate dodging that attack. We'll hit her with this. We don't really have Ichor for anything fancier. The greed is real. We're gonna back off and heal. She only did a single spin that time. Okay. Seriously. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, we're very dead. Man. How many times did she do that attack? I don't think I've ever seen her do that many arm of set attacks all at once. That was kind of absurd, if I'm honest. Oh, I'm a complete dumb. I am an enormous dumb. I forgot we got a new weapon. Well. Oh, this fills me with frustration. We just upgraded the bayonet too, and there's no there's no easy way we can get a new weapon. All right. Oh man. Oh, I hate this. I hate this so very much. I hate this. I'm just full of hate. Alright, well, we're going to do the same thing as before. We will fight enemies until we get a garbage weapon that we would have gotten normally. And then we can swap back to how it was before. And we'll just pretend like what happened before was completely normal. I'm so mad. I forgot that Emily dropped a weapon. So I'll just have to not die while I farm out a new weapon real fast. Hopefully we'll get another Bardiche. No promises though. And hopefully this won't be a huge delay. And then we can just pretend like everything that has happened already happened. We got a Bardiche, upgraded it, and then immediately traded it in. Because I am not going to fight Ava with a base level fire weapon. Like she does... She's quite resistant to fire. No thanks, not gonna happen. So annoyed with myself. Oh well, at least we have some long-range options to get rid of these guys. No Bardiche, that's a problem. Well, we'll continue through the level and hope something drops its weapon. That was one rule I very obviously forgot. If a boss drops their weapon, then we have to use it. It is a weapon, after all. I should also swap back to the thing I was previously using. The Blood Veil, I mean. For full accuracy's sake. Come on. I don't like trying to parry these guys. Hooray. How far will you run? He'll run pretty far. Whatever. I already killed those guys, but there is this guy. He doesn't drop a weapon. Alright, lesson learned. No need to kill him. Man. If I lose my haze, I'm going to be doubly annoyed. I think this guy can drop a weapon. Let's go kill him. It's really, really, really uncommon to get weapons from these guys, though. And when they do that jump back, they're usually going to follow up with a slash. Man, Hermes would be really nice right now. Rather, Revenant's Greed from Hermes would be really, really nice. It is a passive that... Yeah, Revenant's Greed. It's a passive that boosts your item find. Makes it more likely for enemies to drop their stuff. Alright, well, cool, I guess. not a lot we can do besides keep fighting enemies until they drop something. You know, most likely, though, the enemies will just refuse to drop their stuff. That's what I predict happening. Double hit there. That was quite nasty. I can't afford to get hit like that. I'll end up losing my haze. We will have a huge pile of it, by the way, at the end of all of this. We're not going to hit the checkpoint because I really don't plan on dying. And we've got good enough stuff. You know, we're just going to head this way first. There's no reason to hide out. Okay, let's roll for a lost bayonet. I do know there's another bayonet guy around the corner. I usually avoid fighting him just because he's really dangerous in that small space. Yeah. The RNG gods were not on our side. Should we try? We'll head over here first. Have at thee. Useful, I guess. Yeah, the dude's like right in there. You can see him. Oh, wait, an item? Hello. Well, I guess we have to go grab it. Oh! Hello! I did not know this was back here. Learning new things every day. I'm gonna die. No, you. We're gonna backtrack around this way. If you curve your drop, you can actually land on his head. Stop that. He will not drop his claw. He doesn't really drop anything besides awake modules. Maybe a titanium? I don't know. Seems like the enemies in this place love to drop titanium. You know, a new weapon would be great. Game. No, no, no. I want to keep this weapon. This is how it goes. I want to keep this weapon because it's a good one. It does a lot of damage. I want to keep it. I want to keep it forever and use it for the rest of the run. Yes. Yes, game, yes. Wait, are all these guys dead? What the hell happened? Oh, hello, friends. Oh, bye, Haze. Oh. Yeah, this is great. Well, rip. Still have farming to do, so it doesn't make a difference. I'm so upset. I was meaning to parry the other one, but this works, I guess. Sadly, no force quit is another rule. I definitely would have force quit right there to spare my haze. I've practiced that quite a bit. And now we get slowed down. Great. We almost got away with this. We almost got away with this. It was going to be a fantastic run through this area. Everything was in my favor. And then I realized I screwed up. So annoyed. I'm not even going to go back in the sand. I don't want to get slowed down again. I only have so many of those Vivifires. I don't even care. So annoyed. I was really wanting to get all the way to the boss of Crypt Spire. Blade Bearer and Cannoneer, that is. Today, but it looks like things are going to be different. This is just like what happened with the Juggernaut Sledgehammer, when I forgot to equip it after killing Oliver. But thankfully, we got a really garbage sunset weapon immediately afterwards. So it wasn't that big of a slog. This is unpleasant. I'm playing terribly now. I should stop doing that. It hasn't worked. Base level Blazing Claw. Crap, I'm not gonna fight that guy. His chance of dropping his weapon is really low. The game's all like, yes, yes. Blazing Claw is a good weapon. You should keep it forever. It does have its uses, yes. Against enemies that are weak to ice, it's quite effective. But against enemies made of sand, it's not so great. Against most everything else, it's not great. Fire damage is pretty weak in this game. It's not as bad as blood damage, but it's still pretty dang weak. There's a lot of things that are either neutral or resist it. Stop that. I thought he was going to swing again. Please, game, please. Give me a weapon I can use. And I don't want to risk the sand. I just experienced that glitch. Please don't let it happen again. Maid of Annoyance. Wow, he hit me with all three of those. Time to heal again. We are getting an absurd amount of titanium. I think I will upgrade my bayonet whenever I get a replacement weapon. Once again, I'm totally not going to die. So we'll ignore the checkpoint a second time. I could just rest at this one checkpoint and continue to farm the two bayonet guys in here. Now if they dropped Riot Breakers, I would be thrilled. Riot Breaker's a good weapon. Please be merciful, game. Come on. I'm begging you. Skip the shiny Grimer. Head back over to this dude. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna skip fighting the guy down there. Because he does not drop anything. At least not anything useful. And I'm looking for a weapon right now. I'm not looking for awake modules or titanium. God, I've got so much titanium. It's not even, I'm swimming in this stuff. Oh, great! Permanent slowdown. Right in a place where I need to make good distance. This is the Code Vein experience. Forced to be an edgelord. You have a Bardiche. Nobody dropped anything. This is my top speed, by the way. Hey, Matthias. Thanks. Yeah, it's been an interesting run. A lot of the problems mostly came from me being stupid, though. Well, this is about as poor as it could possibly get. God, get me out of here. Please, please. No. Oh, God, please. We've already looted the area. We made a minor mistake when it came to equipping Emily's weapon. So, we're forced to, like, retroactively farm out a new weapon. So that I can resume. Oh, this is bad. Time to leave. But yeah, I forgot to equip Emily's weapon after killing her. So, I'm going back in time until we can get a new weapon. Man, I had a Bardiche, I had a bayonet, and now I'm getting nothing. We're gonna risk the sand again, because who cares? There are a few rules, in addition to use what you see. One of them is that I cannot transfer gifts between blood codes. Ah, there we go. We got a Bardiche. Cool. The timeline has been fixed. I was still using that, right? Yeah. The timeline is now proper. Wait, what? There we go. And we're permanently slowed down again. Resting at the checkpoint won't fix it. You actually have to teleport. And using native blood, like native gifts to each blood code has definitely made it a lot more difficult. Combining the two challenges together is surprisingly, well, challenging. If you'd like to do this on your own, I recommend doing one or the other, not both at once. Oh man, my badge is clipping through my armor. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we died horribly to Ava once, but fortunately, our haze is still in the arena and easy to grab. Oh, wait. We don't really need to boost our Ichor very much, but it'll help. Wait for this guy to barf. Hit him with one of these. You dead? Yeah, he's dead. He doesn't really drop anything useful. Watch the incredibly rare Lost Axe drop from this guy. Well, I mean, it's not... In and of itself, it's not rare. Well, that was a waste of Ichor. I'm really stupid. It's not rare in and of itself, but getting it from one of these guys is kind of rare. No, it didn't drop anything. Okay. There we go. We got 40 Ichor to play around with. We've got good mobility, terrible defense, but we also have a healthy amount of regions, so it couldn't be that. So it's not really that bad. Okay. So previously, I did end up getting a Bardiche from one of the Lost. Equipped it. Killed like 2 guys. No, I killed a whole bunch of guys. Got to a checkpoint. Upgraded it to +6. Killed 2 guys and immediately traded it in for a bayonet. Fighting stuff with a base level bayonet was not fun, by the way. Could have been a lot worse, though. Now, is she going to spam her Arm of Set attack? Nope. She's going to be real feisty. Generally speaking, you want to stick behind her or to her left side. If you're outside of range, she won't follow up that slam. And strafing left and sticking close to her will prevent her from doing a lot of other nasty stuff. And you just stick close to this. You can squeeze in one quick attack in between the spins, but it can be dangerous. She can clip you with it. And she will usually turn to face you whenever she does that attack. She's being really, really generous, and it's worrying me. Alright, we're gonna back off and head to the middle of the arena. Careful, careful, careful. This can probably kill me terribly. It's very, very, very difficult to see, but you want to be in a spot where the sand, the dust clouds are not. That's where the big dangerous pillars will come. And if you're under level 100, it can very easily one-shot you. Alternatively, you could also see if the little sand pillars, the little dust clouds, I mean, they reduce your mobility to slow. It doesn't inflict leak. It does, however, decrease your mobility. So if you just start rolling around like a madman and find a place where your mobility goes back to normal, you'll be fine. That attack is kind of weird. Obviously, you do not want to be right next to her. That's one of the few exceptions of staying close to her. But if you dodge at an angle, you'll likely escape the damage. I like to line it up with one of her wings on her back. That was interesting. She's not doing the god-awful Arm of Set attack, which pleases me greatly. Can we get a cast in? We can. Ooh. I'm trying to be real cautious now. That was a little sketchy. I'm glad we didn't get hit. You know what? Maybe dodging straight through it, dodging towards her, is not a bad idea. Hey, if she wants to spam this attack, that's fine with me. We can hit her with two of our biggest spells. Yep, lined up with her wing. Oh no! Almost had no hit. She's dead. That's how it should have gone. Well, there we go. That took a lot longer than I expected. Whatever. Whatever. We made it. She's dead. Nothing to worry about. And thanks to one of the more recent updates, I think the one that added the Lord of Thunder DLC, you can now skip these cutscenes. I don't care, Ava. I've listened to your speech enough times. Yeah. Yeah, calling it complicated, it's not wrong. I am still free to transform my weapons in Bloodveil as I see fit, but the real bottleneck comes down to materials. If I don't have the materials to transform it, then yeah, I'm pretty much screwed. And as you can see, we did not repair the vestige cores, but we were still able to save Ava. Collecting them is the only one that matters. The only exception to that is the Eos cores. If you want the true ending as opposed to the good ending, you will need to repair all of the Eos cores. Those are the only ones that are like that. But considering how they're scattered around so many different areas, yeah. It makes a very tiny amount of sense. I'm still not 100% sure what the developers were thinking. But okay, I actually don't know where I was going with that. You don't need to repair the vestige cores for the successors. You just need to collect them. Hooray. A blood code we're probably not going to use. We're going to save before going any further. Fortunately, I've fought these bosses so many times, I'm pretty well acquainted with some of the stuff they can pull. Emily was somewhat difficult. We still killed her first time, unless I'm horribly mistaken. But she was slightly annoying, and I had to fight pretty conservatively. Did we kill her first try? I'm not sure. What boss did give us troubles? I feel like one of them did. Gilderoy the Gilded Boy. His area was actually a lot harder than he was. The Gilded Hunter. That was kind of a mess. I'm tempted to head back to home base. Oh, we got presents. I'm tempted to head back to home base and grab Bridge to Glory. Bridge to Glory is an amazing spell. Yay. We got a flower. But no, we ended up with a weapon we couldn't use and a blood veil we couldn't use with the blood codes we had at that point. It was a real mess. I had to choose between critical damage and weapon damage until I ran off and found a weapon I skipped. You know, I'm quite tempted to actually just keep this blood veil. Oh no, I can't keep this blood veil because it's impossible to pull the lever without seeing the chest. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I could pull it off just by running towards the camera and angling the camera at the door that it opens, but I don't know. Having to fight Blade Bearer and Cannoneer and Mito with Suicide Spur, I'm not super sure. The enemies here are very resistant to lightning, so I'm gonna skip out on that. Slap that in there. Flame Spike. Blood Sacrifice. Put Blood Sacrifice in its usual spot. We really don't have much of anything else, do we? Dexterity up, maybe. Ichor Strikes could be handy for blasting fools. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and grab it. On second thought. Ichor Strike reduces the cost of Ichor whenever you're focused. So it does have very, very, very limited use, but it's better than nothing. Dexterity will increase our damage ever so slightly. Yeah, it's 10 damage. Ever so slightly is uncomfortably accurate. We'll wait to upgrade our weapon any further, because we might need to just immediately trade it in. Oh, Hunter does not have as good mobility. But we at least have normal mobility. Fighting these guys with anything worse is a bad idea. Like, trying to fight these guys with slow mobility is very difficult. We're going to wait for him to stand up and then hit him with another one. Up too early. Not going to try it again. Give up your back, you jerk. Thank you. We activated ranged impact and it didn't even use it. Just blast his kneecaps off. Oh, hey, a thing. Better go grab it. Usually I skip this thing because there's a shortcut ladder right there. And it's very likely that I'm going to die before actually, you know, getting to use it. We do have very, very, very high will requirements for this Blood Veil. So we're kind of screwed in the upcoming areas. There's an enemy that can parry you, and I'm not... Oh, hello, friend. How did you see me? But no, we don't have a melee skill to get through the shielded dude, so we might just have to run. You know, if you could drop your Lost as Y, that would be beautiful. Ah, we got a stamp. There we go. I remember to equip that one. A ring. I shouldn't have done that, because now the enemies will see me, and they'll see that I'm a bachelor with an engagement ring. Yeah, we're just gonna... We're not gonna let this guy do anything. He can inflict quite a bit of damage, and parrying the Zweihander is a little difficult. Since there's only one of me, I am going to play very cautiously. But we do have ranged impact, might as well make use of it. Pew! Pew! The Flame Spike is not really great. We'll be using it more against the monkeys that are coming up. I hate those damn monkeys. They're the worst. What is our dark scaling on this? I mean, light. It's not great. Oh, right, I forgot. I have to eat the gifts as well. I don't think my bayonet will reach. this is where it gets a little bit troublesome. Fortunately for me, Ivy Blood Veils do cut through shields. At least the fully charged one does. I am not going to try to get close enough to him to do a combo attack. Well, if he's not going to attack, okay. That worked. Outstanding. Now, if we're lucky, we can trick this guy into falling off. Come on. We are not lucky. I'm gonna go for a risky play here. Nope, time to leave. Boot to the head. This room is one of the worst rooms in the entire game. That, like, combination of enemies is so hard to fight all at once, especially. Because you got a guy who can parry you, you've got a big dude who can deal out a lot of damage, and then you've got a bayonet knight blasting you from far, far away, and you can't just cut through the middle of the room to kill him first. You can trick the big dude to falling off the edge, but it's not incredibly reliable. Alright, let's go ahead and lose our haze now. How much damage does this fire spike do? Not much. It could be worse, I guess. It could be like my bayonet shot. Oh, it is about equal to my bayonet shot. Huh. Okay, if you say so then, game. I do miss having the mobility of Isis, though. However, using lightning against these enemies might not be a great idea. We should see, though. We should see exactly how much they do. Would you stop trying to challenge me? Why you start running after me like that? That probably would have got me killed. If we had both been within range of each other, I probably would have been hurt bad. Right. You know what? Isis actually might not be a bad idea, because these guys are actually weak to lightning. The big fat guys. So I could quickly get rid of them. Plus I have better mobility. Now we'll give it a shot. There we go. Ooh, I want to read what you said. It can only really be used in one boss. The backstab cheesing specific enemies, though, makes a lot of these challenges a lot easier. I try to limit myself somewhat. Like, if I'm just backstabbing everything, that's kind of dull. Some challenges, it is definitely easier. Like, the pipe and concrete club would have been impossible without backstabs. Which is one of the reasons why I decided to do a casting only challenge. I wanted to actually increase the difficulty quite a bit. With the casting only challenge, I could not use weak or heavy attacks. I had to use casting. I could still parry though, and that's how I got my Ichor back during boss fights. Alright, he's dead. We are going to run. We're going to double back and try to fight these guys. Uh-oh. I have no idea why I decided I needed to side dodge through all of that, but whatever, game. If you say so. If we run up here, Bayonet Dude won't be able to shoot us. He can shoot through those pillars, which is really annoying. Alright, we're good. Did we run past an item? I think we did. Why? Why, game? Even when you get out of the room, it's still the most dangerous room. No, the only boss you can backstab is the Argent Wolf Berserker and Cathedral. But and I'm really glad that he can be backstabbed, because he's a huge pain otherwise. What kind of damage does it deal? Yeah, not a lot. It's about on par with fire. I was hoping that because of my high dark scaling with this Blood Veil, I'd be doing a little bit better damage. But it looks like I'm just going to have to rely on just dealing physical damage to those guys. I'd like to get rid of these little guys quickly, though. Oh, he dropped a thing. I didn't see it. I totally didn't see it. Nope. Nope. Did not see anything at all. Alright. Oh, I have two of those. Oh, no. Now I saw it. Okay. Alright, it was not a Bardiche. I do like the Bardiche, but I don't want to switch weapons again. He's very dead now. Whew, okay. That got me really nervous. You die now. You know, I haven't really thought about what run I'm going to do next, if I'm completely honest. There were a few really good suggestions. Like, no lock-on. If I do a no lock-on, bayonet only challenge, that would be pretty interesting. But with casting in bayonets only. Maybe, I don't know. Because like, you actually have surprising amount of freedom when it comes to free aiming spells. You can aim them up and down quite a bit. Oh, he's still not dead. Alright. Well, he'll get another then. Look, I'm tired of dying in this room. We're just gonna run. Please don't kill me for this. We're gonna go to this bridge. If we go any further, that guy will aggro. He aggroes about halfway in between these two circles. I'm keeping an eye on Bayonet Dude over there. I don't want him to surprise me. Alright, let's go. There's an item over here that I very badly want. Now, for landing the backstabs, I guess that's what I wanted to talk about. You actually want to try and get your character's left hand in the middle of their back. Some people on Reddit have recommended using, like, lining up with the back of the enemy's head, because enemies do kind of swivel around as they attack. They do spin around back and forth and stuff. That is a useful healing item. We're going to cast this and then run the hell away. Good. He started blocking it. I got the item I wanted. I don't really want his weapon. I really don't have any reason to kill him. Let's just leave. Doesn't reach. That's a really dead monkey. They're actually weak to fire, but you know, that's a lot of dead monkey. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this up here, which will give us the Warrior Blood Code. We're gonna have to wait until practically the end of Cryptspire before we can get one of the gifts that I really want. Feral Tenacity will be a lifesaver, I feel. We will slowly climb down, land on their heads. Haha, stupid monkeys. And that's how you easily get rid of them. Alright, that was a little bit overkill, I'll admit. But, no big deal. I'm genuinely shocked we haven't had a terrible time of this yet. That path leads to a depths map. Misty Ruins, if I'm not mistaken. There is some tungsten, I think? Maybe I'm confusing it with Rocky Ruins. But it is a useful depths map to explore. We're not going to do it. Hey, NPC, we're not going to talk to. See you later, nerd. Oh yeah, crossing the maps. You're correct about that. The big bosses would be pretty easy to kill. The problem with the bayonet is that you can't aim it up or down. It just goes straight out in front of you. It's a little hard to tell. But with spells, you can actually aim it up and down. Oh, that demonstration used all of our I-Core. I didn't realize we were so low. Oh well, no big deal. There's plenty of enemies to kill. Yay, shortcut. Don't have to go through that slog. That one terrible room. Moving on. Next shortcut's right over there. As well as another vestige core. Now this is the part I was talking about earlier. Inside this inner circle part is the silver garb. It's also the lever to open the door leading to the rest of the level. Ooh, that was close. I didn't think I was actually going to get that parry. Alright, big fella. Can't parry that one. But, like, without being able to lock on with the no lock on challenge, backstabs would be incredibly difficult. Alright, I want to satisfy my own curiosity. Can I activate the lever without seeing... Oh, yeah. What do you know? I guess I can. Cool. Do we grab the silver garb? I'm leaning on no. Unless I get absolutely destroyed by some of the future bosses, I'm going to leave it. Because the Suicide Spur is actually kind of decent. Come on. This fight is very dangerous. I'm going to throw out this spell in an attempt to do something. This guy is really mean. There's not a lot of space to fight him. And you have to kill him to get his key. Wait, why am I fighting you? I want to get rid of this guy. A close one. I'm going to look away in case he drops a Bardiche. Get out of here. Oh, watch that be a broadsword. Okay, thank God. Alright. Still good. This is stressful for a completely different reason. Oh, the other one dropped a thing. I'm not gonna look. I like my weapon and I like my blood veil. I do not want to jeopardize that. I was just checking to make sure we didn't pick up any other haze. But I'm not sure how the rules would work. Like, I'm not sure if I should allow backstabs. But I do like the idea of no locking on. Mainly because it sounds pretty easy. I usually fight without locking on whenever I'm just doing my own thing. This room is also very dangerous. The trick here is to just run away. Drop down here. Monkeys cannot climb up and down ladders, strangely enough. Plus, they also have a habit of just coming at you one at a time here. You can't backstab and you can't launch monkeys. You can parry them, but they just kind of get stunned. We now have the infinite return to checkpoint item. Good. Wait, didn't I? I did. I'm not sure. There's a lot of challenges I can still do. But if I'm honest, this one really wasn't too bad. There we go. Now we can have Feral Tenacity. Feral Tenacity is an amazing gift. While active, you will you'll be saved from a really heavy attack, leaving you at 1 HP. It is absurdly useful on a level 1 character. Kinda useful on any others. Okay, this one worries me. This room is also very dangerous. It's best to just try to attack these guys one at a time. Dude, fine. You want a sniper battle? We can sniper battle. Oh, that didn't reach. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. We need to get rid of him now. Your next fella. I should also back off to the side so it doesn't wake up the other dude. Please die. Alright, we're good. What did you drop? Black Bayonet! Oh no! Oh, we can use it. Okay. Whew. I was really worried there for a second. Okay, this isn't so bad. Isis Best Blood Code. Okay, dude. Who are you shooting at? The Black Bayonet is okay. It's really freaking heavy, though. So, you know, not ideal. How heavy is this thing? 24? There's armor sets that weigh less than that. Oh, hello, thing. We've at least made it down here. This is the other checkpoint. We could use use Hephaestus. No, we're probably going to be using Eos for this part. I'm thinking of the bosses that are coming up soon. We'll probably be using Eos for Blade Bearer and Cannoneer. Whoops. 100% intentional. Should we die horribly, I'm going to send this back down. Where's the exit? Here we go. That path over there just leads to a titanium, and dear lord, we have enough titanium. We do not need any more. Not even going to bother fighting the guys over there. What, so they can just drop me a garbage weapon? We will pick that up in a second. Oh, that could have been bad. I like to ignore that shield dude. Oh, well, we're back to Lost Bayonet now. Shield dude's the easiest way to get rid of them. Bonk their shield, and then run around for backstab. Unless the shield guy can parry you. Or if they can do a shield bash. It's usually not a good idea then. I'm just going to demolish this dude. Or he's going to demolish me. That works. We needed the key behind him. Honestly, you can just run past and grab it. But, yeah. This room makes me really nervous again. There's a lever in the center of the room. If you go for it, you'll be surrounded by monkeys and black hunters. But by going around the edge of the arena like this, you can fight the black hunters one at a time. This guy worries me a bit. The sword ones generally do. Because they're so fast. I think I can get a heal in. Alright, that could have gone a lot worse. How much damage does our unupgraded bayonet do? Oh, that's actually not bad. I did hit him with every single pellet of the blast. Now we summon the monkeys. I'm glad they're only coming at me one at a time. The other one likes to get stuck in the ceiling. Hey, he's up there. You can see his little legs. Is he gonna drop down and attack me or not? Not like, I guess not. Hey, works for me. Absolutely works for me. That monkey's real glitchy. I don't know why he gets stuck in the ceiling like that. But I won't complain. Come on, Lost is why. Nope. Lost is why is one of my favorite greatswords. Not so much for bosses, but for exploring, it's fantastic. Alright, well, cool. Made it to the top of Crypt Spire with only minimal discomfort. I think I'll attribute that to being level 69. Some moldy old tacos. Alright, we're good. And away we go! So, in preparation for this boss fight, I'm going to want some of that, some of that. We'll swap to Eos. Oh, no. Oh, that's a problem. That is a big problem. So do we ditch Eos then? Eos has got a lot of really useful skills, though. Eos has Bridge to Glory and Elemental Wall. And I guess a Blade of Blood as well, maybe, kind of. We don't get a Blade of Blood until much, much later. But we do have access to both Bridge to Glory and Elemental Wall at this point of the game. But it doesn't have enough willpower for the stupid Blood Veil. Well, it looks like we're being fat. We'll teleport down to the entrance again and make our way to the Silver Garb. I guess we'll throw that on. We could try... Oh, man, but that's gonna make the Mito fight a huge pain. I'm torn. I don't know what to do. I really do not know what to do. We are high enough level. Mito, while being a headache, should not be impossible. Oh, right, I forgot. I downgraded my bayonet. I swear, I have so many lost bayonets at different upgrade levels, it's ridiculous. And a bayonet is not great for fighting Blade Bearer and Cannoneer, if I'm honest. I think we found it. I think we found the most challenging boss of this run. Let's go get the super heavy Blood Veil. Where is it? This way? Yes, it is this way. I was looking for this lever in the center of the room. You're in my way. Get out of here, dude. Man, if I could get a huge hammer from this guy, that would be nice. The problem with having a small weapon when fighting Blade Bearer and Cannoneer is that they, it's very difficult to stagger Blade Bearer, and Cannoneer by extension. Okay, Silver Garb, it's super heavy. Where is it? Here we go. Very low stats. Okay, that's good news at least. Oh, we've got normal mobility. It could be worse, I suppose. We have infinite return to checkpoint items, so let's return to the checkpoint. We'll go ahead and cash in the vestige cores we've collected so far, as well as pick up Rin's blood code. Hephaestus is not bad. We're probably going to be fat rolling if we do choose to use Hephaestus, but Hephaestus will come in handy for the final boss. We can also upgrade our bayonet again. This time we'll take it all the way up to +9. Don't have any tungsten for +10 just quite yet. Let's see, another couple of challenges I've had in the works would be axes and halberds. Those axes, halberds, and one-handed swords are the 3 weapon-only runs I have yet to do. I've done hammers, I've done greatswords, I've done bayonets, I've done the pipe, I've done the concrete club. Drain attack only would be a fairly interesting one, but I'm really not sure how I would do it. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Alright. Let's go ahead and get Heimdall as well. You can actually get Heimdall the moment you... Actually, you can get both of them, come to think of it. As soon as you touch the first checkpoint in Crypt Spire, you can pick up Heimdall and Hephaestus. Hephaestus is good, because it has Swift Destruction, as well as a melee skill. Oh, hey, another present. Thank you, Yakumo. Alright, wake up. Did I ever grab... excuse me? Oh, that's weird. I was hitting start to open up the menu, but it wasn't working. Don't really think there's anything incredibly useful in here. Well, we've got a lot of Vestige cores to restore anyways. Might as well go ahead and grab all of them. I think I'm going to go for True Ending, which will require collecting and repairing all the Eos cores. So might as well go ahead and get them out of the way now. Oh, going back to the topic of challenge runs, somebody had suggested a pacifist run. Since I really won't have access to the Tower of Trials or the first DLC until very, very late in the game. Actually, that might actually be a really good reason to go into the DLC, if I'm honest. Wake up again, jeez. Because heading into the DLC would give me access to Charisma, which boosts your partner damage. However, there's also a lot of different gifts that are good for buffing your partner. Overdrive buffs both you and your partner. Foul Blood Barrier also buffs you and your partner. There isn't anything that will, like, directly draw aggro to get the boss off of your partner. And for the most part, the partners are pretty weak. Like, they don't do a whole lot of damage, with a few exceptions. Io is quite remarkable when it comes to spell damage. Mia's Fusillade Rondo got a huge damage buff, so she's quite good. Quit falling asleep. I'm gonna save before something terrible happens. But... like, the pacifist one interests me. Because it seems like it would be both really, really difficult, and it would be interesting to put together a build for it. That's what I really like, is slapping together different builds in this game. And considering how you can switch your build out on the fly, it's a lot more... it's a lot easier to put together builds in this game compared to the Dark Souls series. You don't have to restart the game if you want to try a different build. Dark Souls 2 and 3 did fix that problem with the Soul Vessels and Rosaria, and 2 and 3 respectively. But in Dark Souls 1, you would have to make a brand new character if you wanted to change something. Unless you're on PC. You can just, you know, make a save state, and then load it again later. Outstanding. More Vestige cores. Do we go for this stuff? I really don't think any of this is going to be useful. Like, there's a lot of fire spells, but there's not really anything that's weak to fire from here on out. Sand spells are pretty weak because we saved Ava. We don't get the really heavy-hitting sand spells. Mind and Willpower is a useful gift, but not so much if you can't change your gifts around to different blood codes. Mind Willpower is fantastic if you slap it on a different blood code. lets you achieve stat requirements for various different spells and stuff like that. Mostly spells. Maybe some armor. Yep. You're very young, but you got assigned to a special elite squad, and then everything went awful. I've heard this story before, Rin. You have to go through all of these in order to get the warrior blood code repaired. And warrior has feral tenacity. Feral tenacity is going to come in handy, I believe. I do have a really crazy idea, though. For fighting Mido, we can stack the inhibit resistance tonic, as well as slap on the inhibit resistance cure. And then we'll use the fighter blood code, because that one has blood guard. It's a really, really silly idea, but it might be a good one. Dancing Blaze is also a very useful skill. It's not as great as Icarus Ice, but against Butterfly on New Game Plus, it just tears her to pieces. I've kind of grown attached to it. It's got a very short cooldown, so you can throw out like 3 of them. It's especially good against Frozen Empress. But the DLCs all kind of operate in a rock, paper, scissors sort of format. Each one of the DLC bosses has gifts and blood codes good for killing the other subsequent ones. Yeah, keeping the ally alive would be very, very challenging. Like, I imagine it would take a long time to complete, just because the ally would be getting killed very frequently. I would probably bring along Lewis, just because Lewis is good at staying alive. He doesn't do a lot of crazy damage, but he doesn't really need me to save him much of the time. A lot of the time, at least. Yakumo is really slow. Plus, he has a habit where he'll just block for no reason, forever. Or worse, he'll start panicking and rolling around like a dumbass, and he gets hit because he's so slow. But, it would be fairly difficult until Cathedral, until we beat Cathedral, so we can have access to Io's and Io, both Io as a partner and Io as blood code, because it has another healing spell. Right then, we'll take a run at this, just to see how terrible it's gonna be. But I am pretty close to calling it a day here. My throat's getting all scratchy. Plus, I kind of have to uh, get my cat ready for her vet appointment tomorrow. I have to dig her cat carrier out of the closet and dust it off and stuff. It would help if I actually purchased the stuff I plan on using. Yeah, we'll grab this. It will boost the damage that Bridge to Glory deals. Oh yeah, I also need to upgrade my weapon. Doi. You know what? I could just stick with Eos, honestly. We don't have access to Panacey's essence. We won't get that until the next few areas. Okay, maybe we won't be using Eos for Mido. But yeah, Blood Guard would be a thing. Upgrading weapon. That's what I wanted to do. But like what I was talking about earlier with gifts that affect both you and your partner, all of the elemental resistance gifts will work for your partner too. It stacks on both you and your partner. Foul Blood Barrier also works for you and your partner. It's got a pretty short cooldown as well. And all I would have to do to deactivate my own Foul Blood Barrier is just walk up to the boss and block. Any small amount of chip damage, and even bosses hitting a Fortified Zweihander will still drop Foul Blood Barrier. Cools down, I throw it right back onto my partner again. And of course, I could choose Yakumo, and he'll cast it on himself, and then whenever it wears off, I can cast it on him again. I'm not sure. Like, it would be an interesting run, to say the least. Alright, another bayonet. Wait, what? Oh, I don't have enough iron. I know that, I know that, I know that. Ooh, starting to run low on steel, though. I probably should have snatched up the 5 before she restocked. Right. And I guess we can spend the rest of it on leveling up our character. Try to make Blade Bearer and Cannoneer a little bit easier. I was seriously just planning to brute force it, to be honest. Just leveling up so much where I don't get insta-killed. Since we don't have to worry about mastering gifts, we don't really have to worry about our level. Okay, now we're ready to take a run at these guys after leveling up. Should be a good fight. You know, I should also find ATM near my house, come to think of it. Yeah, that's only passive. Bridge to Glory. What else was there? There's that. And we'll toss on antibody generation too, why not? We can use that for Mido. Nothing else is really useful. We've got these 2 things here. We've got plenty of chrome in case we need to swap it out. In case we need to swap out... we need to transform our Blood Veil to fire, which we might need to do. We'll activate this, this, and this. Oh, I didn't level up. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, so how painful is this going to be? I was waiting from that spell from Cannoneer. That's not a lot of damage. Nope, get me out of here. Get me out of here. I do not want to be set on fire. Stop it. Yeah, this is gonna be one hell of a fight. But at least we have normal mobility. Could be much worse. Much worse. Yeah, we're gonna need to transform this to fire. All of my elemental resistance is gone. I got the parry, but he also cooked me. They really don't give me very many opportunities to reapply my buffs. Wow, this guy's just going ham on me. He's just firing all guns at once. Might need to actually transform this to poison, if I'm completely honest. Poison will make Mito much easier as well. Ow, 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 ow. This is quickly... Yeah, this is quickly becoming a real problem. Got her, though. I couldn't parry after that block? That's lame. Oh, right. Can't dodge through that. Too slow on the parry as well. Would you please back off? Yeah, this is gonna be a nightmare. I don't have access to gift extension either, so elemental ball wears off really fast. I believe we are going to need poison for this fight. It's going to be very, very difficult to apply uncooked. Thoroughly roasted. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, so, yeah, that... This is going to be one hell of a nasty fight. Oh no, we can't do poison because immediately afterwards we're going to be getting the Bloodbearer and Cannoneer weapons. Oh my god, we're going to have to go farm out steel, aren't we? Oh no. Let's bail, level up, and just get ready for next time. Oh yeah, I need to get a thumbnail for next stream before just ending it early. Yikes. This is where it starts to fall apart. 88? Yeah, that seems good. We'll do 85. Just in case. Just to have a little bit of haze for other stuff we might need. Although 172 is a little bit much. How many ice tonics? We still got plenty of fire tonics. We need a little bit more ice. Yeah, let's grab a screenshot in the meantime. Please. There we go. I want to get both of them in the shot. Please don't kill me just yet. There we go. Now that's a good screenshot if I say so myself. Yeah, I say that's decent. I like it. That'll be quite a good screenshot indeed. We can kind of jam out to the music in the meantime. Yeah. My usual technique for this is I just open up the previous stream and fast forward to the section that I've got the screenshot, and then just use a screen capture to snag a single frame. And then I just copy and paste into a photo editing software. Yeah, that'll do. I like the screenshot pretty good. Well, we're gonna die, aren't we? Yep, we're very dead. That's cool. That's perfectly fine. Oh no, it's not fine. I need to go change my blood veil. We're gonna reclaim our haze and maybe remember to actually transform our blood veil next time. But I will show my attempts at reclaiming my haze. You know, for having no resistance gifts, I didn't get shredded nearly as quickly as I thought I would. This might be quite doable. Grab it and go. Ooh, that was close. Oh, yeah, drain attack only run. Well, groups of enemies isn't really too bad with a drain attack only. If I'm using an Ivy one. Like, if I'm using a Thorn, that would be a little bit difficult. But with an Ivy, for example, that entire cloud right there would do pretty decent. The claws are very short range, but hounds as well are actually kind of okay for crowd control. But you are right, groups of enemies would be an absolute nightmare. Where is it? Here we go. But yeah, I think that'll do it for today. I will see you guys again on Thursday, most likely. Most likely, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Farewell.